Hey nerds, this week I kind of wanted to do more of a personal reflection video on my personal thoughts in relation to left-handed gaming and how it's going so far and why I think that I haven't really dropped as much rank as I thought I would. I mean, I know it's kind of a bit of an unfair test as this is the account that I used last season and it put me in 2300 rank at the start. So obviously I probably would have been put in bronze if I had done it initially and then had to climb from there. But I wanted to talk about why I think that I'm able to sort of maintain that 2300 rank and even reach a new season high this week of above 2400. And I think it's more attributed to me definitely underestimating my decision making skills. I've been playing first person shooters in particular for a very long time, like over 10 years. And over that time I've also played a lot of other genres of games, and I think that those genres also tie in very well with decision making and the sort of skills that you need to become a good gamer overall, and especially in particular first person shooter gamer. And obviously it's not necessary. If you play a game long enough, if you put 10,000 hours into Overwatch, you're obviously going to be quite a good Overwatch player. But I do believe that playing other games can help you in relation to specific genres of games. So over the years I've played RTS games, Red Alert, Warcraft 3, Age of Empires, and I've played some MOBA. I played Dota 2. I've also played a bunch of other shooter games, Left 4 Dead, Battlefield, Call of Duty if that even counts. And I've kind of thought, I've trying to analyze why I think that my decision making was actually better than I first thought. And I think I underestimated myself because in Counter-Strike I didn't know a lot of the map knowledge, the grenades, the smokes, that sort of thing, where to flashbang, how to use this utility, that sort of thing. I was pretty much just good at shooting, but I didn't kind of appreciate, I guess, what my positioning was like and how that was actually good in some parts. I was often just critiquing myself rather than giving myself praise. And obviously I'm not the best player. I've only reached Platinum in Overwatch, and I know there's going to be many people out there better than me. But this is kind of my 2 cents on it, and I think that I've kind of taken elements from certain games and kind of taken the best parts of them and taken it and run and incorporated it into my first person shooter sort of playstyle. And I think, for example, when playing like RTS games, the key thing is anticipating your opponent's next move. Like, you've got a strategy, but you've also got sub-strategies of if your opponent makes this move, do this, and you kind of anticipate 2 moves ahead of them, like I guess playing chess. And I think that's a really good skill to bring over into first-person shooter games. Some matter more than most. Obviously, Call of Duty really isn't that far in depth, but even games like Counter-Strike is a big thing, and then also Overwatch as well, sort of what a hero might do in a certain situation when confronted with a certain variable. For example, you know, will they run when they see a Pharaoh go up into the sky, and then you can kind of capitalize on that or kind of hoard them into an area. What they'll do when confronted with a shield. If you can anticipate their next move, you can coordinate your strike based on that. And I think that's a very important skill, and even games like Dota has definitely taught me a lot about team synergy and the fact that you as a solo player can't do everything yourself. And Dota has hero synergy on a level that even Overwatch can't compare. Obviously there's probably 4 or 5 times more heroes and abilities, and it's obviously a really great team game, and definitely building that sort of structure there as well on what abilities to synergize and how certain abilities can synergize. Getting creative with synergies as well is definitely a key skill to take away from that. And I think that just over time I've incorporated all of these skills into my playstyle without even realizing, and I didn't really give myself enough praise in positioning and just general decision making on the fly. And I think that's the main reason why I've managed to stay in the mid-gold rank and might even have a chance of reaching Platinum left-handed. And I've noticed that I seem to play a better Reinhardt now than I did right-handed, and although my mechanical skill isn't quite up to scratch, so my charges are sometimes a bit off and my fire strikes are a bit off, I noticed that as a whole my positioning is better, and I've noticed that with Mercy as well. And I've noticed that my healing is a bit better. My pistol play obviously isn't as good, so I can't get out of some situations where I normally might be able to. But as a whole, my positioning, escaping, I'm constantly thinking about what to do if this person dives on me, if a Genji attacks me, that sort of thing. So I think it's definitely almost not broadened my awareness, but just my decision making based on what I should do because I can't confront certain enemies in a certain way, and I'm not arrogant about it or anything like that. And I also think it's a bit of an unfair test because Overwatch is very decision making based, and which is why I kind of want to start playing a bit more Counter-Strike and incorporating that into the mix as well, as I think that'll be a more fair test on my mechanical skill progress as playing left-handed as well, not just my decision-making, I guess, evolution. So yeah, I'm definitely going to try incorporate more Counter-Strike into the mix, just to see kind of mechanical skill grow there, and we can also get a second ranking system alongside Overwatch to see progress. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next coming weeks. XOXO, Gossip Blue. Fuck that bitch.